Our next recipient is somebody that everybody is rooting for because we root along with him for the Red Sox. Now we're rooting with him and for him, and he's absolutely here and looking great. So please pay attention to the screen. Number 2 from Somerset, Mass., Jerry Remy.
It is our first for the New England Sports Network, and my pleasure, of course, to have as my new partner, number 2, Jerry Remy.
This is going to be a good night.
This is already starting off badly.
Kevin Kennedy pulling no punches.
Out in that batter's box up that.
People often wonder how the Rem Dog tunes up for a big game. And as you can see, Jerry very much...
And here to introduce number 2, Jerry Remy, Sean McGrail from Nesson.
Good afternoon. So it's my pleasure to be here to talk about Jerry Remy. But as I was sitting out here, a Dan Berkery story came to mind. So I was hoping you would indulge me and let me tell it. Because it was probably in the mid-'80s. I was right out of school working for Nesson. Dan was bigger than life. He was the GM of TV 38. He was on the Nesson board of directors. And at the time, the Red Sox had rented out Symphony Hall for a big black tie event. So it was a big deal. So I was on the payphone over in the corner, and here came Dan down the stairway with all the other GMs in town, bigger than life. And he's yelling across the entire audience. He's yelling, "Sean, Sean." I'm like, huh, Dan Berkery is recognizing me. He's calling me across the crowd. I'm on the payphone. The crowd kind of quiets down. And I'll never forget these words, and I just thought of it as I saw Dan tonight. He said, "Sean, are you calling your mother to tell her you'll be out late?" And everybody heard. It was a great day. But without Dan, there would be no Nesson. So I wanted to share the story. But as many of you already know, Jerry Remy is in his 30th year of broadcasting with the Red Sox and Nesson. As you saw in the film, after growing up here in Massachusetts, he spent the first 3 years of his career with the Angels, and then joined the Sox in '78 and played 7 years with the team, and now works alongside some of his teammates, Jim Rice and Dennis Eckersley. He joined Nesson in '88, the year of Morgan Magic, and has been in the booth ever since, sharing his love and passion for the Sox with fans across the country. Jerry's been part of some of the most memorable Red Sox moments. No-hitters by Lowe, Lester, Buchholz. Incredible come-from-behind victories like the 2004 ALCS against the Yankees that finally broke the curse, in addition to the '07 and the '13 World Championships. He was also inducted to the Red Sox Hall of Fame in 2006. And throughout it all, Jerry's been a constant companion and truly the voice of Red Sox Nation. He's endeared himself to fans not only with his limitless baseball knowledge, but also with his incredible sense of humor. Obviously not his dance skills. And you know what? I think when you ask Red Sox fans universally, what is their favorite part of the broadcast, there's one very simple answer: Remy. So it's my pleasure to welcome, and I hope you will all give a warm round of applause to Jerry Remy for his induction into the Massachusetts Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much, Sean. I think I'm in the wrong room. I don't belong in here. There's got to be a room down the hall somewhere where the Remy party's going on instead of this. This is amazing to me. You know, for a kid that grew up in Fall River and got a chance to play Major League Baseball with the Boston Red Sox and the California Angels, And to end up in this career, which was never the formula, I always felt that when time passed and I was finished playing baseball, I would somehow stay in baseball as a coach or a manager. And then this job at Nesson became available, and somebody told me, why don't you throw your name in? You're young, you're local, you're a fairly popular player. I said, okay, what the hell, throw my name in, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to get it anyway, I got no experience. And then I got the job, and I was scared to death. I had no idea what I was doing. And for the first 2 years, I would pray for rainouts because I hated myself. I mean, I could not stand myself on the air. It was horrible, but thank goodness I stayed with it because it was one of the best things that I've ever done. I'm so thankful to Nesson, obviously, for giving me the opportunity to get a beginning in this business and to stay with me through the 30 years. There have been a lot of ups and downs, obviously, in my life, but they've always been consistently there behind me. I thank my wife, Phoebe, for 42 years. She's been my rock. She is the strongest person I know. I thank her so very much for being behind me for all this time. I thank the people, there are so many people we work with daily who don't get the attention that they should get. And there are people behind the scenes. And fortunately for me today, a number of those people are here at the tables where I'm sitting. And past and present, people that I've worked with in the past. And those are the people I love. That's one of the reasons I love going to work. It's not always the folks that are on camera that should get all the attention. It's the people, the camera guys, the audio guys, the directors, the producers. They put the shows together. They do the job, and their work goes unheralded, in my opinion. They spend long, long hours, and they try to make us look good. And in return, we try to make them look good, which brings us a good broadcast. My partners from the past, and one of them's here today, Sean McDonough. I mean, it's so great to see Sean. I honestly believe that he brought me to the forefront of my career. I think that he brought me out of my shell, and of course nicknamed me the Rem Dog, and it's kind of stuck since then. But I mean, he is a class act, and that's obvious now that he's with Monday Night Football, but he's always been, in my opinion, the very best that I've ever worked with. So, Sean, it's so nice to see you. It was great. And, for a kid from Fall River to be in this room today in front of all you people, it is absolutely an amazing feeling and one I won't forget. I said last night in a broadcast, I said, this is probably the biggest deal that I've ever been through. I really mean that, because I never anticipated this in my life, never. But to be able to come here and be in front of you, so many great names that have been inducted today and, of course, in the past, and to be part of that family makes me feel very, very proud. So once again, thank you very much for allowing me into the Mass Broadcasting Hall of Fame. It's a day that I will never forget. Thank you.